Welcome to Yemen Today TV. This is the English news with me, Angel Zazi. On the International Day of Peace, Yemen stands far from the world's slogans, immersed in a war sparked by the Houthi militia for more than a decade. This war has prolonged the humanitarian tragedy and transformed the lives of millions of Yemenis into a cycle of poverty, hunger, and displacement. While violations continue and the prospects for peace fade. More is in the following report.
While the world raises slogans of peace on its International Day, Yemenis are experiencing a bitter paradox, standing on the sidelines of this day, deprived of their most basic rights to security and stability. For more than a decade, Yemen has been ravaged by a war sparked by the Houthi militia since it took control of the capital Sana'a. This war has prolonged the humanitarian tragedy and plunged the country into a cycle of poverty, hunger, and displacement.
The
Yemeni people yearn for peace and want peace, a just peace that gives all Yemenis their rights. Yemenis have sacrificed, fought and stood firm so that Yemen can live in security and peace from the control of militias and free from racism and fanaticism. Peace means just and comprehensive peace that encompasses all Yemeni governorates. We hope that peace will prevail everywhere today as we celebrate this day.
Over the years of war, the militia has obstructed every peace initiative and undermined any path to political solutions. It has continued to commit grave violations that amount to war crimes, from recruiting child soldiers and planting mines to targeting civilians, displacing hundreds of thousands and confiscating their sources of livelihood. Not content with that, it has pushed Yemen into a regional and international conflict, exploiting the Palestinian cause to justify its war and plunder the resources of a country whose people lack even the most basic necessities for a decent life.
At every stage, the Houthi militia has demonstrated its stubbornness, ill intentions, and distance from peace, which has plunged the country into a prolonged war whose woes we have all experienced in various governorates of the Republic.
This tragic reality exposes the incompleteness of the United Nations and reveals the duplicity of its rhetoric. Throughout the years of war, it has contented itself with measured statements and overlooked blatant violations that contradict its international charters and resolutions. It also placed the internationally recognized Yemeni government before an urgent responsibility to complete the liberation battle and build a sustainable peace that restores Yemen's right to security and to live in dignity and peace.